It was a beautiful spring day, and Hadari, the big sister, and Ora, her little sister, were playing inside the house. Ora was playing with her fluffy panda bear toy, which was her favourite toy in the whole world. Hadari was playing with her toy kitchen. She was baking yummy cupcakes for tea. Hadari didn't want to wait until Ora was finished playing with the panda bear, and she grabbed it from Ora. Ora was very upset, and she grabbed it back again. The two girls began pushing and pulling the poor panda bear until its head came off its shoulders. Both girls began to cry. Ora was crying because her favourite toy was broken, and Hadari was crying because she didn't mean to break. Mom came running over to see what all the fuss was about. The girls explained what had happened. "Do you see what happens when we fight over the same toy?" asked Mom. "How about next time either of you wants to play with your sister's toy, you ask for a turn before you just grab it away?" "I want to see you try it, Hadari," said Mom. "Can I play with your doll from Russia?" Hadari asked Ora. "Of course you can," replied Ora. "Remember," said Mom, "next time you're at school and you want to grab a toy from your friend, it might break like the panda bear. So ask for a turn, and if you don't get a turn, that's also okay, because it shows that you have good manners, and if you keep playing nicely, other children will eventually share their toys with you." "I'm sorry I broke your panda bear," said Hadari. "I saw how sad it made you feel. Next time I'm going to try hard not to get angry. I'm going to make a plan. I'm going to try and fix your panda bear." "Thank you," said Ora. "Let's try and fix it together." Together the two girls tied and tried and stapled and glued until the panda bear's head was finally resting on its shoulders. Ora tried to play with her panda bear, but its head kept falling off. "Fixing the panda bear was a good idea, but I have an even better idea," said Hadari. "Let's use our pocket money to buy a new panda bear." "That's a good idea," said Ora. "I wonder where we can get another panda bear." "Let's look at the label," suggested Hadari. They lifted up the label and it read, "Made in China." "Why is it made so far away?" asked Ora. "Because it's cheaper to make toys in China," replied Hadari. "I guess this means we're going to China to get a new panda bear," said Ora. The girls began packing their travel bags. Hadari has a pink bag shaped like a giant red strawberry, and Ora's bag looks like a massive green coconut. "I hope I don't forget anything," said Ora. "Why don't I make a checklist?" said Hadari. So Hadari made a checklist with all the things which they needed to remember. As she packed her bag, Hadari checked off the item on her checklist. Then she went to help Ora pack her bag. She slowly read out each item to Ora. "Clothes," Hadari announced. "Check," replied Ora as she packed clothes into the bag. As soon as Ora was done, Hadari drew a big check next to the word clothes on her list, like this: shoes, toothbrush, toothpaste, sun cream, favorite blanket, favorite sleeping toy. And so the girls continued until Ora had packed all the items on the checklist into her green bag. Hadari and Ora arrived in China on a big airplane. They were very excited to begin their trip. "I'm thirsty," said Ora. "Let's go buy some bottled water." "But we don't have any Chinese money," said Hadari. "Okay, let's make a plan," said Ora. "Let's go to the money-changing man and give him some money and ask him to change it for Chinese money." The girls walked up to the money-changing booth and asked for Chinese money. The man said, "In China, we call money yuan." "That sounds like yuan," said Hadari. "We need lots of yuans," said Ora. "We're buying a new panda bear." The girls walked through customs into the arrivals hall. Their host from the panda bear toy factory was holding a big sign, "Welcome to China, Hadari and Ora." The man introduced himself. "Ni hao." That means hello in Mandarin. "My name is Chinto, but you can call me Kevin." Kevin then announced, "As part of your welcome to China, we, the people of the Panda Bear Toy Factory of China, would like to take you on an orientation." "Cool," said Ora. "I've never been for a ride in an orientation before." Kevin looked perplexed, and Hadari giggled. "Ora, an orientation is a big word that means getting to know a new place. Kevin wants to take us somewhere to help us learn about China." "Yes, yes," said Kevin. "We will go to the special wild animal park of Shanghai. I think you call it a zoo." "A zoo?" both girls yelled at once. "We love the zoo," said Hadari. "Do they have panda bears?" asked Ora. "Yes, yes, big panda bears with babies," said Kevin. When they arrived at the Shanghai Zoo, Ora said, "This place is huge. How are we going to find all the animals?" "We need to make a plan," said Hadari. "Let's find a map of the zoo and make a checklist of all the animals we want to see." The girls bought a colourful map of the zoo and made a checklist. Hadari read it out loud for Ora and Kevin so that they would understand the plan. Giraffes, zebras, elephants, and panda bears. "Oh, they look so cute," said Ora. "The babies are my favourite," said Hadari. After the zoo, the girls made their way to the Panda Bear toy factory. Kevin took them on a tour of the factory, showing them how they make toys. He showed them how the toys were assembled. Assembled means put together. First the heads, then the bodies, then the paws, and finally the smaller details like the eyes, nose, and mouth. "I've never seen so many toys in my whole life," said Hadari. "This is awesome," said Ora. "Where can we buy a panda bear?" asked Ora. "How many do you want?" inquired Kevin. "We only want one," said Hadari. Said Kevin. "If you buy one, then it will be 10 yuan. But if you buy 100, then it will be only 1 yuan each." "But we only want one," said Hadari. "It's not fair that you charge so much more for only one." "We will need to think about it," said Ora. Kevin smiled. "We will have much time to think about it. How about we continue our discussion at the networking event?" "What's that?" asked Hadari. Kevin explained that a networking event is like a party where people talk about things which they like. Tonight's event is all about panda bear toys. "That sounds like fun," said Ora. "Where are we going?" "The event will be held at the Great Wall of China," said Kevin. "We will fly to Beijing for the event." "Here is a sample toy for each of you for the flight," said Kevin. "Thanks. What's a sample?" asked Ora. Hadari explained that a sample is something you can play with to decide if you like it or not. If you like it, then you can buy it. "Yes, yes," said Kevin. "The Panda Bear Toy Factory wants you to play with our toys on the plane to see if you like them." Once they arrived at the Great Wall of China, Kevin asked, "Would you like a drink?" Hadari said, "Can I have a bottle of water, please? Water is very healthy." Ora said, "I would like a chocolate milkshake in a green cup with a green straw, please." "I'll see if I can make a plan," replied Kevin. "Tonight there are some very special fireworks," announced Kevin. "It is Chinese New Year. In China, we welcome in the New Year during springtime and celebrate for a whole week." Hadari and Ora had never seen such beautiful fireworks display. They really enjoyed the event. Kevin brought the girls their drinks. "Kevin," said Hadari firmly, "we have made our decision about the panda bears. We have decided to take 100 toys. We will keep one for me and one for Ora, and the rest we will sell to our friends back home." "That is wonderful news," replied Kevin with a big smile. After the event, Kevin took the girls to the airport, and they got onto their plane and flew home. Hadari and Ora arrived back home. They were tired but very excited. "We have 100 pandas arriving next week. That is so cool," said Hadari. "But how are we going to sell them?" "I've got a plan," said Ora. "How about we build a stand in front of our house where we can sell the toys?" "That is such a good plan," said Hadari. So the two girls began building their stand. They worked so hard, measuring, painting, hammering, and tying until the counter, roof, and poles were all in place. "All we need now is a sign," said Ora. The girls took out their paints and paintbrushes and made a big sign for the stand. Hadari and Ora's Panda Bear Toys. For sale. The next day the boxes arrived from China, filled with 100 fluffy make-up panda bears. The girls unpacked the boxes and stocked their stand full of make-up panda bears. When they opened for business, all the children in the neighborhood wanted to buy make-up panda bears. Some even bought toys for their brothers and sisters. By the end of the week, Hadari and Ora had sold out of Make a Plan to Bears. Wow, that was such hard work, said Hadari. It sure was, said Ora, and it feels so good when you work hard and it pays off. I can't wait to spend all this money at the candy store, said Ora. But Ora, said Hadari, if you spend all the money on treats, we won't be able to buy more toys from Kevin. Oh, so what should we do? Asked Ora. We need a budget, explained Hadari. What's a budget? Ora asked. A budget, explained Hadari, is when you decide how much money you're going to spend now and how much you're going to save for later. How about this? Hadari continued. We each buy ourselves one treat and one toy, and the rest of the money we save for our next venture. What about charity? Said Ora. What's charity? Asked Hadari. Charity is when we show kindness to others, like giving money or toys or food to those who don't have. You're right, proclaimed Hadari. Which charity should we donate to? I've got a plan, said Ora. Let's donate a new garden to the panda bears at our local zoo. That sounds like a great idea, said Hadari. We can invite all our friends who bought Make a Plan to Bears to join us at the zoo. The girls told the zoo about their idea, and the zoo was ecstatic. That means very happy. As soon as the new panda bear enclosure at the zoo was ready, Hadari, Ora, and all their friends came for the grand opening. They all brought along their Make a Plan to Bears for the occasion. The new garden was beautiful. It had bamboo shoots for the panda bears to eat and trees for them to climb. To show their appreciation, the zoo put up a sign in front of the panda bear enclosure. Thank you, Hadari and Ora, for our new home. And it was signed with a paw print from the mommy panda bear.